Football League.
Well, it is a question that 70,000 strong ask before every game at Caesars Superdome. Who dat say they gonna beat them Saints? Then in a few moments, we're gonna see a team try to provide an answer here in New Orleans. Today, two NFC South teams set to tangle. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Third down, it's Penix. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Falcon first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Mooney will go in motion left. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so nice pickup there, 2nd and 2.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's Algier on first down. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Penix here from the gun. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. Small gain down to the 23. Justin Reed with the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They're going to throw it on third and long. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
The 13-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Falcons.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Algier gets it on the counter. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
To the air with Penix. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Penix working from the gun. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints, nothing.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, it's Kendre Miller. Jukes one defender, and this drive will start inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They're led by the second-year quarterback from South Carolina. Started a handful of games last season as a rookie. Here's Spencer Rattler.
It was a tough season, Kate, in New Orleans a year ago. Coaching changes, lots of injuries to that offensive line. And Spencer, as a fifth-rounder, was thrown right into the fire as a rookie. But he persevered, he endured, and now he's going to get a chance to compete for the job this year.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
For a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Going to the ground again on first. The juke gets him some running room. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Rattler setting to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Gets it again. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Rattler. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Algier. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Penix. That one's incomplete over the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Penix now to throw. Buys time, rolling right.
Michael Penix on the scramble.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Saints to the line now. First and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Man in motion, headed right. Give on second to Kamara. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. They stay on the ground with Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Rattler to the air now. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Kamara running out of the gun. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards there, that brings up second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Looking for a target. Another drop. The last last two plays, both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They give to Algier from the gun. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Penix off the play action. And he'll go down. The Saints make the play. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. On the toss, it's Algier. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out. He finds him 7 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Gets this one to London. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Complete to number 5, Frank London. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Atlanta.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's a handoff for Algier. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. They go again with Algier. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Algier gets it on the draw. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Penix looking to pass. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a second quarter lead. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Coup on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 7.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Miller on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Saints still running back Alvin Kamara, trotting back out to the field. And get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now, off play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for
this one misses the tight end.
Incomplete.
And it sets up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Rattler back to throw. Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Throwing is Rattler. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch called for and taken just beyond midfield. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Algier. And looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Penix to throw. He keeps it and takes off. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Don't want to give them another shot at 3rd down, so they'll bring up 4th while they can and decline the flag. So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Young Hui Koo after the field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Miller on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Saints are going to take over now near the end of the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Rattler. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that could create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing here just before halftime. Screen here for Kamara. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's Miller on the return. Escapes a defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Saints offense ready to start this third quarter. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Start things off with a run by Kamara. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was taken down.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Good right downfield to Olave. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Tight end going in motion here. 2nd down, it's another give to Kamara. And he gets this forward to the 19. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
7-yard gain. That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Kamara gets it on the draw. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. And they hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now Rattler. Quick slant complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He has all day back there. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Leaving the offense out there. It's 4th and goal from the 1. Rattler. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game.
Saints 14.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. McLeod now returning it. Jukes out a one-stop. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, Penix. That's brought in by Mooney. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Falcons will have a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action, here's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And again, it's Penix. He'll try and run this.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And the Saints go in nickel, 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. That one's caught by Mooney. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, they go with Algier. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Penix off the play action. That one's complete right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they are unable to double their lead.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Saints and Spencer Rattler coming out for their next drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run the toss to Kamara. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
For a linebacker to make a tackle for loss on a toss play like that, yes, it's about speed, but even more so, Kate, that was a perfect angle he took.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's